Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ali and it is so awesome to have you joining me today. So I haven't made a video in a while and I was debating what topic I should speak about this time. And I decided to do something different, something I haven't done before, and to tell my story. Tell the story of the lighthouse and how this whole lighthouse thing really got started. It's been quite a journey and a lot of has been going on in the last year, so I think I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can. But I've been doing a lot of self-work lately and listening to a lot of inspirational, motivational speakers and just realizing that our stories help to heal. My story might resonate with you and some things might really, help to bring clarity into your life. So I'm here to share the story of the lighthouse. So back in April of 2015, I started doing really deep spiritual work. I started getting really intensely into meditation and attending a lot of medicine circles and just really getting a lot more clarity into who am I and what is my path here in life. Last February, I quit my job as a graphic designer with nothing else lined up. I was just sick of sitting there in that office. It's just like it was draining me and I just knew I needed to do something different. So once I quit my job and I got over that fear of not having something stable, universe literally opened up the doors for me. And this is the biggest thing that I'm learning in my life is once you overcome whatever fear you have or whatever letting go that you are trying to do, once you let go, I promise you that the universe will support you. If you are letting go in order to follow your path, the universe will be here to guide you and bring you all the resources that you need in order to move forward with strength and courage. So once I moved from my last job and I started really getting into my own work and working on myself and just really connecting to the inner being that I am, few months later, I was just really ready to have a change in my life. And out of nowhere, I had a man who contacted me and asked me to come out and visit him in Orlando. This man is now my boyfriend, and we've been together for almost a year. He lived in Orlando at that time, and once we met for the first time that weekend, we decided to give it a shot, and I ended up moving together with him 3 months later. So everybody says, this is crazy. How can you do this? How can you just move with somebody that you just rarely met? But during my work, the message that I've been getting from my spirit guides and from myself is to follow what feels good. As long as something in your life makes you happy and it feels good, then you follow that. And as soon as it changes, then you need to make the changes. So to me, Ross felt like home, and he still does, and we are here together. Our journey has really propelled me forward towards exploring more of who I am as a person, as a woman, and as a spiritual being. Together we have a really sacred relationship, and I honestly am learning so much about myself that I would have never learned on my own just being back home in Maryland. So one of the things that I'm really, really grateful for is for getting over the fears that I had in order to have all these doors open up for me. So it's really important to remember that if there is an urge in your life, and like for me, the urge was to leave my job because it was no longer making me happy, then you need to follow that because that's your heart, that's your soul is speaking to you. It's asking you to make the move. So once I moved to Orlando, I decided to really not pursue graphic design or marketing anymore because I felt the call to pursue the spiritual work, to really figure out what it is I'm here to do as a spiritual being and what is it that I'm here to share with the world. So back in April before I moved, I felt a call from my guides, and it was really loud and clear, and the call was, you are the lighthouse, so be a lighthouse. So that's when I purchased my domain for my website, thelighthouseguidance.com. And that domain has been sitting unused for the year until a couple months ago when I finally kind of figured it out. So for the last year, I've been struggling with myself as I've been evolving into who I am becoming. The emotional baggage that I've been dealing with has been incredible. Just the amount of my own bullshit that I've been made aware about is intense. And the best part is that I have this other individual who is here with me, who is mirroring me. I see reflection of myself in him. So there's just a lot more work that I'm aware about that I'm here to do with myself that is being shown. So one of the biggest things for me that I realize is really learning to gain courage and gain like strength and moving forward with whatever it is I'm pursuing. The energy of the sun and the moon has been present in my life very intensely lately. And it's been really wonderful to be able to connect to the sunsets, because here in Orlando, I am very fortunate to have the sunsets almost every day available at my eyesight. So as I've been connecting to the energy of the sun, I've been really growing my solar plexus. I've been growing this chakra right here and really learning to be courageous and find strength and really be powerful and strong in who I am becoming. So a lot of letting go of control, letting go of fears have been happening. And honestly, it has not been easy. Like the journey has been up and down. I've been like through these waves, like I call it the roller coaster of emotions, because I would have super, super high ups, but then the downs would be super, super low. And the truth is, and I already wrote an article about it, depression is part of spiritual work. Because when you really start to connect deeper to who you are and you are starting to become more authentic, you are realizing that like all these lies that you've been fed all your life and just this identity that you've been created is not really who you are. So because you have to release so much of the baggage that isn't you, it's really sad and it's depressing at times, but it's part of the work. So if you are somewhere in this process, just keep doing what you're doing because you are on the right path. So all these roller coasters of emotions have taught me how to balance myself, because unfortunately we cannot control the situations that are around us. You know, we can't control the weather. Like the amount of energies that's been pouring into the world are incredible. And if you are a sensitive being, like I've been growing to be a much stronger empath lately, I literally feel any sort of shift. Any sort of shift that happens, whether it's solar flares, whether it's, I don't know, cosmic universe just sending us energy, I feel it really intensely. So my body will either go into a super high mood where I'm just like really creative, have a lot of ideas, feel super productive, or it will shut me down because my body needs time to like regenerate and to realign and rebalance itself. So there are days when like I just can't do anything. My body is just so weak. So before I didn't understand that, and I would force myself to do things because I have a tendency of always wanting to be productive, always wanting to be doing something. So I didn't understand when the energy was low that I needed to give myself a rest. So over the months, I have learned to honor my body, honor how I feel, because this temple knows what it needs. The biggest message that like I just want you all to know is that your body knows what it needs and it will tell you what it needs. All you have to do is listen. So when my body is now weak and I just feel really low, I give myself a break. I will take a nap, I will just relax, I will listen to some music. I really have learned to honor myself and honor the body that I'm in, because this is my temple and this is what's carrying me on in my life. So as my journey has gone on, I was still unsure where I'm going to be taking this lighthouse path. And on the month of my birthday back in February, we had a really powerful full moon in Pisces. And I needed some insight. I needed an inspiration. So I went outside, I sat in front of the moon, and I asked for guidance. I got all my crystals out, my candles out, did my little ritual, and I asked for guidance because I was still lost and I was still not sure where am I taking my path. As I sat there and meditated in front of the moon, loud and clear, the message came through, and I heard life coaching. Just that. There was nothing else. Life coaching. The next day I went online and I looked up life coaching schools in Orlando, and there was a school that was coming from California 2 weeks away. So of course, like that was the first thing that I saw, and I followed the signs. So when I attended the life coaching certification class, I honestly felt so inspired. The information that was presented, the way it was presented to me, completely resonated with me because I realized that this is my path. My path is to work with people. My path is to teach people what I have learned and to help people transform their lives, helping people finding their inner voice, helping people go through the waves of transformation, of ascension, of waking up. So after my life coaching certification, that's when I realized that domain that I purchased, mind you, a year ago, that's been sitting empty, thelighthouse.guidance.com, is now going to be the domain for my life coaching work. However, I'm still in the process of really figuring out the technique that I want to use in order to work with my clients. But I don't call myself in so ways as a life coach. I really resonate more with the term as a transformational mentor, because life coaches don't really give you guidance. They don't give you advice. At least that's what I've been taught in my certification class. Life coaches are there to ask you the questions and help you find your own answers. Although that is going to be part of the work, mentorship is somebody who helps to guide you, who gives you resources and tools, and somebody who really understands where you've been because they themselves been there as well. So that's how my journey has come along. And honestly, like, if you're still here listening, I thank you so much, because if you are on your path, if you are pursuing something that you're not sure about, but you're kind of feeling like it's right here, like it's calling you, but you're not quite sure what it is yet, keep sticking with it, because the timing is always perfect. My spirit always tells me to slow down, always tells me to enjoy life, to take a moment and to just be here, enjoy, have fun, be yourself. It's not all about figuring everything out right now. It's not about getting from A to B to C. It's more about evolving. And as you evolve, as you connect deeper to who you are, you really will be able to see the progression that you've made in the long run. And it's just a really beautiful journey for me to look back at the mess that I was when I first came here. Just seeing the girl who was just not sure where her life was gonna go, and still not fully sure, but like I'm starting to see glimpses of the future. I'm starting to feel the power that is boiling inside of me. And whatever it is that I will be doing in the future, I know it will be a beautiful work, simply because it is not going to be driven by the ego or by the fear, but it's going to be driven by my heart and my soul, because I took the time to connect to myself, to do the work on myself, so I can be the purest vessel, so I can channel and I can help other people with whatever they need. So that's my story, and I'm very happy to be sharing it with you. I haven't shared it with a lot of people, so it's exciting, and I'm just really happy with everything that's been going down. So if you guys have enjoyed this, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, if you have any struggles that you're going through, please contact me. Let's get in touch and let's talk. It's a beautiful life. We have the choice to make it what we want it to be, and we are here to change the world. So be the part of this beautiful, beautiful journey. So thank you so much, everybody. As always, it's an honor and pleasure connecting with you all, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.